The 49ers got a huge victory over the Browns on Sunday, and part of the reason was because Brock Purdy threw a lot of incomplete passes. Let's talk about it. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Brock Purdy and the 49ers got their ninth win of the year in Cleveland yesterday, and part of the reason was because Brock Purdy stopped doing the thing that kept getting him in trouble, specifically last week against the Panthers. Jeff Deeney of PFF had the tweet. Brock had only 7 throwaways all season coming into the game. He had 6 against the Browns. Now, I know what you're about to say. You're not going to sit there and praise Brock Purdy for incomplete passes, are you? Yes, I am. Because this game was always going to be about avoiding mistakes. You were playing the best pass rusher in the planet on Myles Garrett. You were playing an incredible defense with Jim Schwartz, a coordinator who has owned Kyle Shanahan, and you were playing in wind speeds up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. This was always going to be about avoiding catastrophic mistakes, and that is exactly what Brock Purdy did. And not only that, when you dig a little deeper, you're actually going to see that the throwaways led to better production. Case in point, on the final drive before halftime, on second down, Brock Purdy throws the ball away, doesn't force it into coverage. He lives to play another down. And what happens on that third down? He hits Ricky Pearsall, moves the chains, eventually hits Juwan Jennings, and later on, George Kittle on a deep 33-yard pass that leads to a field goal that gives the Niners a 10-8 lead at halftime and keeps them in control of the game. None of that happens if Brock Purdy tries to force it on second down and turns the football over.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code GSP. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Another example, later in the game, in the fourth quarter, the 49ers are trying to ice it. They're in a goal-to-go situation. Brock Purdy throws the ball away again on second down. On the next snap, he hits Juwan Jennings over the middle. It becomes a 23-8 game, and it's effectively over after that. Same thing. If Brock forces it into coverage, it gets tipped up, intercepted, whatever the case may be. He doesn't get the opportunity to throw that touchdown to Juwan Jennings. In this case, he did, and he took advantage. And that's really the key for Brock going forward. Does this sort of click in his head? Does the light bulb sort of go on? Because the 49ers scored 26 points in the game. That was the most the Browns have given up at home all season long. Maybe Brock says, oh, you know what? I don't have to force it as much as I think I do. We were still able to put up 26 points, and I had 6 throwaways. I think that hopefully that will make a switch for Brock Purdy, or flip a switch, I should say. And I know what you're going to say. Well, the defense and the special teams set up the Niners in a short field all year. Exactly. Yes, that is the point. That's why you don't want to force things, because you want to be able to take advantage of the good field position and the good fortune that the other units on the field give to you during a game. And so I don't know if this is going to continue going forward. I hope it does, because Brock had really run into a lot of turnovers. He had 19 in his last 19 starts, and maybe the rest of the way he'll see, hey, even though we've got a bunch of guys out, and even though sometimes it looks like a play, might be something there, I don't need to make that throw at this time, and I can still move the ball and put up points. And that would be a very, very good thing for the 49ers. So I know the numbers for Brock don't look great, but if you actually take away the throwaways, he was 16 of 23 in the game. That's pretty damn good against that defense in those conditions. And hopefully going forward, that's the Brock Purdy we see for the final 4 games of the regular season.